Hello everybody, hope we're okay. In school yesterday we made a start on our planet booklets and we managed to maybe get about 3 of them done, and the children were really enjoying doing them. So if at home you really enjoyed doing your book about the planet yesterday and you'd like to carry on with that, we are more than happy for you to work on that, because I know some of you really enjoyed finding out about the facts, writing those sentences and then drawing the pictures, and that took a little bit of time. So if you would rather do that today, we're more than happy for you to do that, because it's still part of our information writing and we're focused on writing those perfect sentences. So you can continue with that rather than moving on to today's work if you want to. All right, but I'm going to go through now what we're doing today in case you fancy doing today's work, because today's work will also link with tomorrow. So there won't be a new video up tomorrow for Friday's lesson, because it's just about continuing doing what we're doing today. And today we're going to be learning to write a information page. So we're going to be thinking about those features and what we need. But before we write, it's really important that we plan for it. If we don't know what we're writing about, okay, we're going to find it really hard to think of those sentences. So we know we're writing an information page about planets, and that's going to be my main heading, my title. And then an information page will also need some subheadings, and the subheadings, okay, are the little mini titles that tell you what that part of the information is going to be about. Now I've decided that my information page is going to be about planets, so I'm going to write about the different planets. You might decide, I've got a sneeze brewing, dearie me. You might decide that you know a lot of information about one planet, okay, and so you might decide, do you know what, I know all about Earth, so I'm just going to call mine Earth, and you write subheadings about Earth. But I'm going to stick with planets, okay, because I don't think I know quite enough just yet about one planet to write a full information page. So I'm going to have a look at Jupiter, I think. So I'm going to write Jupiter. Whoops. I'm going to move that back. Okay. I'm going to remember to get my pen. I'm going to write Jupiter in here, because when I'm writing up, I will know that this is my subheading, and it will remind me to use subheading. So Jupiter, I'm going to write Saturn for another planet. And do you know what? I know a lot about Earth, so I'm going to put Earth as my other planet, okay? Now, remember, you've got all those posters with information on which Adam might be able to help you read at home, or I've put another link on the Wakelet which Miss Davenport has made for you today, so it can take you back to the videos with the short clips about each of the planets, which are quite useful for finding out information. So you might go back, watch a video, watch it a few times, okay, and then you'll know some information to add to your plan. So Jupiter, I've been reading up on Jupiter, okay, and I know that it is the largest planet. So with a plan, we only write the key words. We don't put sentences, okay? Year ones, what you might do is draw your pictures, okay? You could just draw pictures instead of writing the words, if that helps you. So largest, I'm going to put, okay, in fact, so if I was a year one, I could just draw the picture for this one, okay, which will help me. And I know Jupiter has a great red spot, okay, and I know that that great red spot is a hurricane, okay, and it's a hurricane and it's a storm which has just been blowing for thousands of years and is now a part of the planet Jupiter, and that's how we can identify Jupiter, by the great red spot. So I'm going to write the word hurricane. If I was a year two, I would write hurricane, or if I was a year one and I wasn't so confident writing my keywords just yet, I might draw some wind and some blowing, so I know that will remind me when I come to write that that means hurricane. I'll do one more on our plan, okay, because I don't want to bore you too much, okay? So Saturn, what do I know about Saturn? Well, I know that it has thousands, okay? Thousands of what do you think? Thousands of rings. Thousands, I'm going to put, and I'm going to draw a picture of rings there. Remember, with the plan, you are not writing sentences. A plan is just for the key words which are going to help with your sentences. So today, it might be that you only get around to doing your plan, okay? Please don't be spending more than 20-25 minutes on your activity, okay? Because that's what we would have in class. We'd have about 20-25 minutes to complete today's work. So year 2s, I would expect us, okay, to have completed our plan. Year 1s, you might just get your plan done today and do your writing tomorrow. But year 2s, I'd look for you to be completing your plan, okay, and making a short start on your information page. So thousands of rings. What else do I know? Oh, I know that they are sparkly, okay, sparkly. And I know that they are made from icy rocks. So sparkly, and I'm not going to put icy rocks on, but I'm going to put that it has 53 moons. And I might draw a picture there to help remember the year 1s. Remind the year 1s that they can use pictures. So far, I know that my title will be planets. I know I will have a section about Jupiter. I've got some keywords or pictures to help me remind me what sentences I could write for that one. And then I'd have another section, another new paragraph with a subheading Saturn. And there's some ideas for my sentences there. And then Earth, I would put my 3 keywords on, okay, for my sentences about Earth. Please remember, each word is going to be for a sentence. Okay, year 1s, you can use pictures, but if you're happy using words, that's more than fine. But think about then what your sentence is going to be. What we're going to just look at now is something which Miss Davenport has put on the Wakelet for us. So just bear with me. I'm going to move down there. So here, Miss Davenport, whoops, let me take away that. Okay, has reminded us of the features that we will need. So, as I say, year 1s, you might have spent most of today focusing on creating your plan ready to write up tomorrow. If you've got time, you can make a start on it today. But we don't expect this to be finished all today. This is for tomorrow's work as well. So when writing an information page, we need a main title, which if you're writing about a number of planets, could just be planets. If you're writing about one planet that you know lots about, I would have the name of that planet. Subheadings, so they're the little titles, okay, that were in the middle of our circles that will tell us what that bit of information is about. You might use bullet points where we just write short captions, okay, of information. The paragraphs is where we have around 3 sentences, okay, of information. And you might include pictures and captions, okay, in your information page. Now I'm going to move down the handwriting lines, okay. If you would like to, and it would be very useful, okay, to work, I'm just going to open that up, okay, to have a go at writing on the sheet, because this is what our books look like in school. Just a point, okay, more so for the adults, red lines, okay, we start a capital letter at the top of the red line, okay, and then the letter would stop at the bottom grey line. So A, whoops, would go much neater than I have there, but like that. Tall letters like L and H and D's and B's would start at the top red and then they end at the bottom there. And then we need, oops, that's not a very good one. Okay, I'm going to do that again because I stopped halfway. I forgot my joining line. Okay, it's really important that we get into those habits of the joining line for when we are ready to join our letters. Short letters, which don't have a tall part or a descending part, they touch the top grey and the bottom grey. So like the letter C, it would just say, whoops, there, I've been naughty, it's gone out, okay. A letter F would be the same. We'd have a joining line there. Just a little point for how to use that when we're writing up today or tomorrow. Let me just snip back here. So again, the planet posters are there for you to help if you need a little bit more information. We've got the plan for writing 3 ideas. You don't have to print that off, you could just do the circles at home. So you put your title in the first circle and then have 2 or 3 other circles for your subheading. So year 1s, you might write 2 titles, you might write about 2 planets. Year 2s, you might write about 3 or 4 planets. You might add an extra circle on. Okay, so we've got the fact sheets. Let me just move down there. And then, okay, we've got an example which Miss Davenport has put up here. So here Miss Davenport has used a title, All About the Planets. She's put her subheading, Our Amazing Solar System, and then she's put her paragraph of information in there. And then if you aim to write, okay, year 1s, around 2 sentences, okay, for each one. So you might have 2 pictures or 2 keywords for each subheading. Year 2s, I expect you to be writing at least 3 sentences under each subheading, okay? Try and aim towards 4, but 3 really good sentences for under each subheading. Year 2s as well, if you think about your introductions, so before you start writing your first subheading, you need to think about how you would introduce your information page, okay? Where you inform the reader what the page is going to be about, and sometimes we ask them a question. So we might say, this page will inform you all about our amazing solar system. There are 8 wonderful planets in this solar system, and this page will inform you about them all. It might say, how many planets can you name already? And that would be my short introduction, and then I could go into writing about my planets. Think about, when you're writing, your punctuation. Those capital letters, finger spaces, full stops are crucial, okay? And those are what we're looking out for when parents are sending them in, particularly for the year 1s. Year 2s, we are really looking now for that use of adjectives and those conjunctions in your writing. So please go back, read it, okay? Check, have I used any conjunctions yet? Have I used an adjective? Is it sounding interesting? And before you write, say your sentence first. Say your sentence, say it again, say it again. And when you know what you're writing, you can then start to put it down. Okay, please work through this. Okay, I've talked a little quickly through today. Okay, so I don't want you spending too much time just watching me. Okay, there's another example there of Venus, but please have a look through at it to help you. And as I say, you can go on to Friday. So there's no new video for Friday. It's the same video, okay? So you can either carry on with your planet books in that circle shape from yesterday, or you can make a start on today. But we do not expect you to get it all done today. Some of you may spend a lot of time just planning and finding that information today, and then ready to write your information page Friday. Okay, and then that will be most of the work that we've done on planets. So if you've really enjoyed it, I recommend spending these 2 days finding out a little bit more about the planets and producing some lovely writing. And we can't wait to see that when you come back to school very soon now. Okay, take care. Bye bye.